you know that Rajasthan is probably one of the worst, water deficit states in India today. We have a huge landmass and almost just say 1% of the country's water supply and a large population. So this is something that is creating a lot of disturbance in the ordinary living of people today. Naturally, this is something that everyone takes for granted, that you do get your drinking water supply every day. That's not so natural here. And people have to do a lot of hard work to get that one pot of water. So for us, it's very important that people come on board. It's not something that government can give a diktat and expect that people will fall in line. We believe it's very important to be able to actually work with our stakeholders to develop an understanding of what the water situation is, so that both of us are able to make the best use of it. So with that in mind, the World Economic Forum presented an ideal opportunity to be able to plug in to what we call the Business Alliance on Water. Now here we have NGOs, private agencies, trusts, all these people coming in. And then of course the people who are working with us, UNDP, the CII, these are all, and of course the World Economic Forum. These are all actually spending a little while on trying to come up with the model that's going to be ideal for the state. Government has to be there as an overall umbrella, just keeping an eye to see that nothing gets out of hand. But at the same time, we have to make initiatives like we've just done this year, which is almost 200,000 of us in government at every level went out to meet almost 18,000 villages to build an appreciation of the problem of the water and a solution to that, which would not come as I said, a diktat from the government, but as something that would be palatable to all of them. And in that, we would be able to bring business, we would be able to bring in civil society, we would be able to bring NGOs and create scenarios where everybody starts to work with respect for a resource which is so difficult to come by. It's not just a question of drinking water or irrigation, but it's also to do with sanitation, it's also to do with cleaning the water and recycling it, it's also to do with collection of rainwater, rainwater harvesting. There's a whole lot of other things that perhaps we could branch off into. The people who are coming to work with us, most of them have an understanding of this. Some of them are very willing to learn about it and have taken the steps to go into the village areas to see what it is. It's not difficult to understand actually, because the people who are actually working with water have worked in very difficult conditions. So they understand that there would be small marginal sort of interpretations, this and that. But generally, I think that if you have to spend 15 or 20 days in any particular area that you're going to start working with, the answers come up. Now it's a question of being able to meld that thought into a process that would be acceptable and workable for the state. And we're in the process of doing that. And again, I have to thank the World Economic Forum for having given us the platform by which we have been able to access the technologies and the people who really are experts in the field.